friends. My name is Rachel, and I just graduated from Wake Forest last year in 2019, and now I teach kindergarten. And so I thought it would be fun to come read y'all one of my favorite books. And this book is called Maybe Something Beautiful. And I love this book because it has really, really beautiful illustrations, and it tells the story about a little girl who made her neighborhood a more joyful and happy place. And so I hope you'll join me in reading Maybe Something Beautiful and that you'll enjoy it. It's by Isabel Campoy and Theresa Howell and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. And it's actually based on a true story. Maybe Something Beautiful. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with sparkling eyes. So Mira makes beautiful paintings and she gives them to the people in her neighborhood. How do you think those people feel when they get those drawings? Probably makes them happy and joyful. She's passing on joy. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall, hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. So she's trying to add color into the town, but still kind of gray. Let's see what happens next. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. So this man has paintbrushes in his pocket. What do you think his job might be? Maybe he's an artist. Then, just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam, pow! The shadow scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist, he said, a muralist. I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a brush. Then come on. So he's an artist. What kind of artist is he? He's a muralist, and muralists paint beautiful big pictures on walls. Not in their houses, but on the walls outside. Mira dipped it in the loudest color she saw. Yeah, the wall lit up like sunshine. Is the city looking a little less gray? It is. Let's see what happens. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon, Mr. Sachs joined in. Then came others. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. So there's people in the city, in the neighborhood that are joining in. They're painting with them. Even Mira's mama painted and danced to the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party. Look at all of them. They're celebrating, they're painting. How do you think they're feeling? Looking at how their faces are. Yeah, they're probably happy and joyful and excited. So when Mira and the artist painted on the walls, what did that do to the neighborhood? Yeah, it made them more joyful. Art can make us feel better. Teachers and papas jumped in. Babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Color spread through the streets, and so did joy. So look at this picture of the neighborhood, and let's compare it to this picture. Do you see how different that is? That's kind of gray and sad. This one is colorful and beautiful, and I love that shows how art can make a place more colorful and joyful. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed like the string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. When their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. You, my friends, are all artists, he told them. The world is your canvas. He smiled wide, then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. Now, was his paintbrush really a magic wand? Not really, but the way he was adding all the colors and connecting everything made it seem like magic. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. The end. So I love this story because it's based on a true story. It's about some people that lived in, let me get this right, San Diego, California. And they didn't have murals on the walls. But then there were some artists that decided to bring people together and decorate their city. And so I love this book because it reminds us that when things are sad or gray, art can bring some joy to our lives. So maybe right now, what I like to do while we're all stuck at home is I like to draw pictures and put them in the windows or draw with chalk on my sidewalk and maybe bring a little bit of joy to my neighbors, kind of like they did in this book. So I hope you enjoyed maybe something beautiful and listening to one of my favorite books with me. Have a great day. Go Deeks!